I really enjoyed my time at the TRS. One of the highlights was my butler crew, Maggie and Eduardo. Like, they communicated with us all the time. I look down at my phone and I see messages from them, and they'll be saying things like, if there's anything I could do, let me know. They'll tell you about events. They'll tell you about, hey, if you want to go to certain restaurants on the resort, let me know and I'll book it for you. So I definitely stayed in touch with them and let them know some of the things I wanted to do. And one of the highlights with them to me was, like, I would come in the room certain parts of the day and my bed made up a certain kind of way. And then, like, when I come back like 6, 7, or 8, like, the bed made in a different way for me to lay down and go to sleep. So I definitely tipped my hat to them, and I was happy that y'all were my butlers, because I really enjoyed it. Like, the communication. I wanted to go to one of the events. I think it was at the spot called a Chick or something. And I needed to have some pants, which, you know, this vacation time, we in Mexico, so I'm thinking dressing warm. So I let Maggie know, hey, I don't have any pants. She was like, what size you wear? Before I knew it, within like the next 30 minutes, she came to my room with like some nice pants to wear, and boom, I was ready for the event. Like, they were very friendly, and, you know, I really enjoyed that. Like, I just, you know, I'm thankful for them showing me a great time in Mexico. They went above and beyond. But also with this resort, the TRS, it just was great because this was like 3 big hotels in one. So the TRS, that was more like a romantic getaway. Kids not on this side, it's just adults having fun, doing adults things, going to the bar, going to certain events and things of that nature. Then the other two, it's the Colonial and the Kantenah, but like they spaced out good ways from each other, so you need to drive around, and they had like driver crew, and they would come around every so minutes and drive you to where you wanted to be. And the drives wasn't too long. It was like, you know, you'll be on there, you going somewhere on your resort, it's like easy like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You wanted to go to other resort, it's like what, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Not bad at all. And my favorite drivers that was driving around was Romeo and Estrada. Like, they had great personalities, they talked a lot to you, and it just was a great time. With the resort being so big, you didn't even have to leave the resort to have a great time. It was always something to get into. Like, they had workout sessions where you could do outside, and they had an area for that. They even had like a water aerobics workout time. They had a tequila tasting time. And Abraham, like, he definitely did his thing. Like, he was showing us different tequilas, Hornitas, and he was just telling us the different tastes and what complement different tequilas. Like, that was a great experience, just to be able to experience, you know, tequila in Mexico, because they love their tequilas over there. One of my favorite places to go was TRS lobby, and I would like to go there when the sun started going down, because a lot of people will start coming into the lobby. It'll just be a great turnout. A lot of people in there. They got some professional dancers and singers, and they singing music that we know, and they dancing crazy, spinning in crazy circles and doing all the things, and like, they just was putting on a great experience for us. So bartenders in there, they were great. My favorite bartender on the resort was a Stephanie, and she was always smiling, happy, and all the bartenders was always smiling, happy, and excited. But a Stephanie, like, every time I see her, I'm like, it's Stephanie. So if you seeing this, hello, it's Stephanie. Throughout this resort, they had many pools, but like, my favorite pools was on the TRS side. Like, I'm not even a pool person, but after I go to the pool, I was out there for many hours. I'm sitting down on the chairs, hopping in the pool. Like, they had somebody doing karaoke down there at the pool, at the TRS pool one day. And the good thing about the pool is they be having people cooking out on the grills on the side, so you could go over there and get food. Like, I had some ribs. One day somebody made like some nice pork ribs, man. They was banging. They always had food out there. you wanted to eat food during the day, the people was on the grill. Like, they made tacos one day I was out there. You got people doing karaoke at the pools. And the crazy thing was, somebody was doing karaoke. It was like a nice platform in the water, and like it'll shoot water up around it. Man, I hopped up on that platform. I was up there dancing and singing and, like, you know, just having a good time. The people who were singing and playing the instruments started feeding off my energy. They started singing even louder and better. A dude came up to me like, "You dance very good." And the funny thing to me, I feel like I can't dance good, but I'm all about having a good time, so I just wanted to make sure I was turning up. My favorite restaurants on the resort that I experienced was Capricio's, and I only went to this restaurant one time. Like, the night before I left, I was talking to some guy and he was like, "I'm telling you, this is the best breakfast spot on the resort." And so I'm like, nah, cause my favorite breakfast spot was La Dahlia's. And that restaurant spot was great. Like, I really enjoyed that. A lot of variety, a lot of options. So we went to Capricio's the next morning, and that food was great. Like, I just really enjoyed that. Like, my favorite restaurants on the resort that I had was Capricio's, La Dahlia's, and then was where I went for breakfast. Like, great. The Mexican spot, La Adelita's, that was one of my favorite spots too. One of my highlights about the room was the outdoor shower, and to tell you the truth, I didn't really think I was gonna like it. Mexico a hot place, so it felt good to be outside taking a shower, but like, they had things built up around the shower where people couldn't see in, so that was a great experience, just being able to shower outdoors. It felt good. The water pressure on the spouts was right. Like, it came down, it felt good. I'm out there soaping up, lathering up, and we just was meeting a lot of cool people on the resort. Like, we was out there having a good time with people from, I ran into people from DMV. I ran into somebody who even went to college at HPU, High Point University, and I'm from Winston-Salem, so that's probably like 20-30 minutes where I'm from. And I ran into somebody who even lived in Kernersville. That's around the area where I went to high school at. I had a lot of good conversations with a lot of people. I was vlogging a lot and had my camera. Some guy came up to me, he's like, "Man, I just wanted to meet you. You definitely been getting a lot of footage." And big ups to you, homie, for coming up to me. I'ma definitely throw you in this video with your talk.